Hey DIY, my name's Jonah. Today we're doing a quick review on a really cool addition to our camera gear setups, and this one is the Neewer Basics SL50 RGB stick light. This is probably my most favorite addition we've had to our camera gear lineup in quite a while. For a long time I've been using these smaller, like 7-inch Neewer little light sticks with a bunch of customization for RGB and light and all that, and I really wanted a longer option. Problem is, up until about this year actually, a lot of these light bars from your more popular brands like Aperture and other higher end brands, they were pretty expensive. Like, I'm talking over $150 for a lot of the more popular, longer ones. However, Neewer, of course, is my kind of go-to brand for like keeping it affordable while also having nicer quality stuff. And they finally came out with a light stick like this one. And this one has a lot of cool features. It's 21 inches long, and it's been pretty nice to us so far. So we actually just bought another one, but I wanted to give you guys this little review today, kind of going over the features that it has and what I like about this light bar. So let's start off with the controls here. On the side, you have an on-off button, you have your FX mode, you have an up and down for brightness, and then you have your CCT mode and then RGB mode. So RGB mode is going to change it between 15 static RGB colors, and you can see here we have all kinds of shades of colors. A lot of yellows, blues, greens, purples, reds, all that stuff. And these are pretty easy. And you can obviously change the brightness of these as well. And then if you want to go back to RGB mode and a couple other modes as well, you can press the FX mode, and that brings you back to RGB. And you have all kinds of other like strobing modes and stuff like that, back and forth, color fades, individual back and forth. This is like a blue and yellow option. So many options on this light bar, which I think is really cool, especially if you want to match a color scheme to like a PC build or something like how we do on the channel. Lots of cool options here, like a green and blue, which I think is really clean. And on camera, obviously, just because it's being filmed on a camera, it is very visually bright. But I will say, for a budget option like this, being a $35 light bar, this thing does get pretty bright, especially when the lights are off and you have your studio lights on. This is pretty bright, and you won't really be able to tell that it's a light bar if it's kind of far away and it's kind of out of focus and kind of blooming into your camera lens. So we have those options right there. And then CCT mode is going to be your white balance options, or just whites. You have a warm white, I'd say a slightly warmer white, more neutral. You have a pure white, and then that's pretty much your 3 mode options. I think actually for your lighting, I can actually pull it up right here. 6500 Kelvin, 2700 Kelvin, and then 4000 Kelvin. So you have your higher, medium, and then your actual cool 4000 Kelvin option right here. So not the craziest adjustments on the actual white options, but I will say I'm using this primarily for just RGB modes and stuff like that. It adds nice movement in your static shots. And I will say these are pretty much more universal white balance settings. So they pretty much match up to any other small fill lights that we actually add in with these smaller options over there. And this one gives a really nice diffuse lighting. Obviously it's much longer, so it'll spread out that brightness quite well. And like I said, it gets pretty bright. This is on its brightest setting right now. And you can see it lights up a lot. You don't actually have to have it too bright all the time. 14 watts, and it does last quite a while. I think I've only had to charge it once in the, I'd say like week and a half of daily use that we've been using this. So not bad whatsoever in terms of battery life. And it feels pretty durable. You have 2 little magnets on the back here, so you can clamp it to like a metal post or something like that. I actually added on a Neewer quick mount, so I can attach these to our tripods really easily and then curve them and move them in whichever way I want, so they can be freestanding basically and floating in the background. And there's actually spots to mount on both sides of the wand, so you can actually pick and choose which side you want to do. I have the mount set to the bottom here with the controls here, so it's a bit easier and just makes more sense for us here. But yeah, I mean, this is a super affordable $35 light bar that really works really well. I expected with a more budget light bar like this to be more on the dimmer side and less diffused. And if you look really closely, you can see the individual lights, but you got to be like really closely looking at this light bar, and you have to be on like a low lighting setting. Otherwise, if it's at its max brightness, you really can't see the individual LEDs. They did a really good job diffusing this option, and like I said, for 35 bucks, pick up 2 of these for 60 bucks, and you're not even barely half of the way there for a more premium, like higher end option. I think these would be a really nice way to fill up and kind of just have a nice lighting option for all kinds of entry-level photography, videography, and so much more. So that's a quick video and review on this Neewer Basics light bar. Can't rave about it enough. If you want to check one of these out for yourself, there's an affiliate link in the description down below. Thanks for watching though. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.